Greetings there, my bloodthirsty Ammonites. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld False God, Episode 41, The Ritual of Blood, Part 1. I still have enough ducks left, I think, to be in the egg business. And animatry linking again. Alright, so it looks like you guys want to accept. I'm just going to call that one early. Who should link? Guero or Darzan? I believe they're both going to the same tier. Both the tier 4. Or level 4 side links. And prediction. Will I get a pacifist sidecast? Is now up for you to bet on? I guess the other way to start the fire is Phoenix Armor, but because I don't have a method to make chem fuel, it's pretty limited. So when I said it could only be the Psycast, I lied. Technically, his Phoenix Armor could set the fires. But I probably don't want he'll wear this Phoenix Armor until I can refuel it, which means having a biofuel refiner or infinite chem reactor or something like that. And everybody except for my constructors are going to go to... And let's keep one cook on. Going to go to Hall. So that I can get this built and ready for all the traps. Looks like I'm also fairly low on steel. I'm gonna go mine some up to reset traps. Traps have to be roofed or the raiders won't overheat. I can't really roof it without setting on fire. I sort of covered this already, so if you want to go back into the VOD and watch that explanation, you can do so. But yeah, if it's roofed up, I can't set it on fire, so it has to be unroofed. But if it's on fire, at least they'll spread the fire in, and you know, that will work. Oh, I could tame possibly another elephant, which is not available for me to tame, so that's moot. Man, so many inspired tames, although this one's worthless. Animal skill 4 is not going to allow us to set anything on fire. Or, tame anything worthwhile. Alright, so I think this is all set to be used twice. And then we do have the deadfall traps as well. The crematoriums are going full blast. We're even hauling in animals that are just, like, rotted out here. Have we hauled in the ones in there in the kitchen? Yeah. So all the ones in the kitchen are been moved. And then I could go back to butchering creatures. And I think I want to stop making the pemmican for now. Because we're doing it at the cost of being able to feed ourselves. We do have fine meals though, but we're using up meat that we don't want to use up at this point. So yeah, the idea with this trap is that they get caught on fire. I don't have it set up so that we have barricades, though. Oh, good. They barely survived the heat strokes, and now they have the plague. And they're pregnant, too. Pregnant and plague. Good combination. Do I need any meat? Could tame and butcher? Yeah, I thought about that. About taming like a dromedary or something like that, or hippo. It's not a terrible idea. Going after the hippo. So who has the tame? Kynan? Because I wouldn't want someone that doesn't have the taming to try, because the hippo's likely to just eat them. Well, we are tidying up the entire map tile of animal corpses now. For better or for worse. And then I probably instead want 2 doors here and here, in hindsight, so I can control the side they go to. So I'll fix that. Control the flow. So the Deadfall steel has mostly been replenished. Still have some mining to do, and looks like my guys aren't mining steel at the moment because they're all told to haul. So I'll fix that. Well, Kainen just used their inspiration and then immediately got a new one. Alright, so once this stuff is hauled away, we are good to go. And we'll be using the south half first. And hopefully it works well. I might want to barricade it up just to slow them down further. The disadvantage of this, if you're wondering, is the amount of physical time it takes to reset the traps. Because you know, you have to clamber over the barricades yourself to be able to get the traps reset. So it kind of sucks. But the advantage is it does slow down the movement of raiders in here. Ultimately, I think it's probably worth it to barricade it. And I do have a bit more time to prep for this raid, so I might as well make it as effective as I think it can be. Despite the fact that it's going to be really annoying to reset. Apparently can't even click anymore. So the reason to stagger the... I'm going to leave them out in some spots. The reasons to stagger the barricades is it takes time to climb over one barricade, but once you've climbed over one, you climb over the others a lot faster. So you want to do it every other like this to maximize the amount of annoyance essentially that it takes for guys to go over the barricades. And then the reason why I'm leaving some spots empty is so that we can travel around a lot quicker to reset this. So that we can get to these doors without having to trip over barricades. It's not going to increase speed a ton, but it'll be a little bit of a bump, which is all that we need. Oh, finally! Finally! The Guardian statue. Let's have you only make a few more. And should it even be Maxu? I guess. Maxu's probably not the best artist. Fences work as well, but they're a lot more delicate. And we have lightning coming down from the sky hitting these things. So if we did fences, they'd probably break and have to be replaced. So barricades are just obviously a lot tougher. Because the difference is like 500 hit points or 50 hit points. A 50 hit point fence probably can't take too many lightning strikes before it's completely broken. Lightning hurts, yeah. Each lightning strike probably, like, 2 strikes probably will break a fence or so. I think. I haven't done the math, but I figure go tougher. Durability is probably pretty useful in this case. All right, Macho, let's go make some more pristine stone, so we don't run out. And we are at 25 grass. You guys voted Guero. This is a little overdue, but there we go. There's the next linking. I think what I'll do is I'll just leave all these doors open while we build this, and then I'll close them once we're done. And he linked and got Smoke Pop. I guess it's a combat cast. Use that to shut down shooters. And we kept 13 grass, which is kind of nice. So congrats to a minority of you that guessed that I would get a combat cast. There's still some weapons in there that could be hauled away, and my panthers are doing that. And then, of course, there's more barricades to be built. I still have 3 and 4 days each to accept these. I'm going to run out the clock as much as I can, but not more than I can, because I did cancel one accidentally this stream, so I don't want to do that twice. It was, believe it or not, actually accidental. I know it's hard to believe. Does smoke lower melee accuracy? No. Just ranged. So it's good cover for our brawlers. But we already have skip shield, so skip shield's better. I feel bad for our constructors. We have such a mega city and so few actual constructors. I would say it's probably safe to start using Thrumbo for like everyday wear for our colonists. So we just have so much of it. Was the sick animals tended to? Yeah. That's sort of done automatically. I don't even know where the elephant is, but they're healthy. Fairy, where are you? Yeah. Plague's gone. Plague's actually, it sounds scary, but it's a disease that's really easy to treat in RimWorld. I think I'm going to uninstall this grain sculpture because it really doesn't fit in the aesthetics of everything else in the colony. And just have the sort of monument ones. Oh, we also have a new elephant. So, raffle timer's up. This elephant calf will be trained to do all the things that elephants get trained to. And we have Choco Tribe. 66 of them. Why do I... Man. I feel like, due to colony wealth or something, that I'm just getting ever-increasing amounts of raiders. Okay, so something that's really important is for me to close these doors. So this isn't a valid path in, because we're not expecting anyone coming in there. It's not set up for raiders. These raiders are almost exclusively ranged. There aren't really any animals that I can use against them because there's no animals in the front door. Both sides are open, so I'm going to close right. And the fire trap is closed. Oh, it split them. I mean, 16 and 50, but it did split them. The group going north is obviously going to just turn around here. They might actually light some of the floors on fire, which would be annoying, because then we have to just rebuild them. But, whatever. I'm hoping that they start throwing fire bombs at the dromedary, but I doubt that will happen. I don't actually... Oh, bear could throw fire, but that dromedary is going to die before it matters. Yep. Oh, I did miss doors in the middle. You're right. So I have 16 of them in the back. All right, let me close this. And run back there to clear them out. Good catch. I will have Macho stay here to open the other side of the traps so that they keep deadfalling themselves. So these guys are just going to do general damage. Sabin, let's get you into cover. Our other hallway is open, and Macho will keep it 10 to 2. And then we have a fight in the streets. So some of this bed and art might get destroyed, but for the most part I don't expect a lot of damage because these guys are all spread out and are going to be relatively easy to subdue, I think. Kind of just one-shot one of them. These maces do a lot of damage, for reference. Alright, closing that door. Oh, kinda just got hurt bad. Where you go it that way? These guys are gathering to do more damage. Godfather, go up that way. Aviator 10. Alright, Kynan, I'm gonna skip you. Don't know where you're gonna land, but good. Looks like you're okay. I'm gonna tend you in combat. And then another thing I could do is elephants. The full-grown ones, probably, possibly panthers as well. I'm gonna leave the the Labrador out because they're not exactly amazing at combat. To go to Guero, to rally to Guero, and I'm gonna release them for tax. Firefly, I don't know how you were left out of this. So Macho has closed the gaps. There's still a few spike traps left open, but that's fine. Let me go get this door constructed. So one of the issues is it was just in progress and we couldn't close it because it was closable. They destroyed a little art, but nothing irreplaceable yet. Combo's deciding to take on the elephants. That's downright dumb. Godfather, how you doing? Nothing too serious yet. Mike's pissed that his bed just got destroyed. Let me go storm in. They died via elephant. Ow. Seabass is going to dip so he keeps his leg. Maybe. Oh my god. Let me tend you. This is dumb. Pick up. We'll do that in a second. Aviator 10, this way. All of you, that way. There's not... Okay, so they're starting to filter in to the east. Macho's not going to get there in time. That's fine. I'll just account for it. Seabass, you're going to stay in cover for now. Godfather, you're going to join Seabass because I don't think you're healthy enough to continue fighting. Most of them, or a lot of them, died in the deadfall trap, so I don't think that there's too much more work to be done in terms of clearing. Aviator, I'm going to have you put the fires out with Sabin. And they're fleeing. Okay. Some Neil pillows need replacing. I'll check for permanent injuries. Oh, that's just the torch. That's not actual fire. Got it. Thought it was fire. I'll check for recruits as well. But it seems like we fared okay. Macho, it'd be really good if we built this, though. Let's get that built. Back to yellow. And we've got no way. Nope. People. The people that show up to raid us are never good recruits. We're never adding to our number that... Oh, dear lord, no. What about you, Duck? Body Purist with... out a leg. Yep, that's not going to happen either. Oh, wow. I didn't notice that they, that they set this on fire. Mike, go to the other side of the door and deconstruct it so it's not superheated. Although that doesn't seem to matter. We're putting it out in time. Yep. Don't worry about it. Alright, so Seabass is going to need treatment. I'm going to have Amon Ra hang out in the hospital, ready to do some tending. What about you guys? I already checked you. Yeah, no, you were awful. Oh, Kainen's already patched. Yep. And then the rest of the ones that need treatment are up here, but I think they're only bruised. I don't think there's any serious injuries up north. Raiders didn't make it to the secret rooms. Yeah, that was important. So I guess I'll keep these closed for safety's sake. So Sabin, go and close them. Amara's getting the rest of the healing done. And then we'll head up to Squeakums. Darzan. Get the last of the patching going. Mike's bed... Okay, Mike changed bedrooms because his bed was destroyed, and then there should be one person without a bed, maybe. It was Mike's and someone else. Seabass's? Yeah, looks like it was Seabass's. So Seabass, where are you sleeping? In the hospital. Okay, that's fine. Macho will replace it. Oh, a Manhunter pack. Oh, good. Stay inside. Because it ain't safe outside. cobras. Unfortunately, the quest raiders aren't going to show up quick enough for me to take advantage of the cobras. I don't think. Are the elephants back? Yeah, let's put the elephants back in pasture. Good call. We don't need them stampeding. I did have the raffle timer up, so that's going to go to Happy Pants. Sorry, there was very little warning there, but it lapsed during that raid. So, Calf, I don't even know where you are. There you are. 12 hours old. Happy Pants. Okay, everybody's tended to. Who was sick? Maxu? So Maxu, you should be set to bed rest. So you don't, you know, succumb. And I'll preach health too. That doesn't look like bed rest, friend. Get you're trying to help, but it's not helpful. Okay, they're both good. So this is sea basses and Mike's. I'll aim for better beds later, but good beds are fine for now. Before we start cooking, let's clean. We want a clean kitchen, not one full of garbage, or we'll all get sick. What art did... Okay, they did destroy some art. So I'm going to have to replace the art as well. As far as chocolate goes, let's allow chocolate into people's daily meals. Baby elephants are insanely cute. Most babies are insanely cute. Maybe not the moment they're born, but pretty closely thereafter. So, a worshipful village with info about Taz Hammer. We'll grab. You know, I might try to weaponize. Yeah, I'm gonna take the chance to weaponize the cobras. So, the prisoners. Let's accept. Well, that's awkward. These guys aren't technically Ammonites, so they're allowed in there, but let's never let them go in again. And then we have 6 prisoners. So I will allow these Rat and Tona to sleep here. One of the advantages that I do have, though, is these guys aren't of my ideology, so they're allowed to use ranged weapons, i.e. the fire throwy thingies. So I'm going to assign one of them a firebomb so they can set 1/2 of this maze on. And then I will try to build the roof in time. So we'll send Aviator 10 out here to close these doors. So I can get the roof on, and then we'll have the traps ready. And the other thing I want to do is to drive the cobras to come to my front entrance. So I'm going to wall it up. You would use the old barracks? Yeah, the old barracks is not a terrible spot to house them in. I was actually thinking of housing them in here, though. Because it's just a better facility for it. There's beds in it already. And I'm just pulling the prisoners out of the forbidden area so that people can capture them. Hey, look, it's 13. I wonder if she's a doctor. Alright, Aviator, you ready to make a nasty Cobra run? I think Aviator will be fine. Alright, and then this area becomes Inside Forbidden for now. And I'll roof it all up. Given the aid that I have here, you know, I can actually use the fire bombs, which is kind of cool. Thank you, rat. And Tona, I'm going to have you close the front gates so I can rearm the traps. Now there's no valid paths into my base except for... Well, yeah, there's no valid paths into the base anywhere. I do need to wall up the bridge areas, so that's not a valid path either. We haven't walled this up. Come on, guys. I'll have to micromanage. And we're getting the roof on over here. So, once the prisoners arrive, there will be raids very, very, very quickly. So I need to start prepping for that. Seabass, where are you? Let's get you to start walling. Okay, all the prisoners are accounted for. Assign. Numbers. Prisoners. Meals is fine. Okay, good. And then interaction is going to be no interaction, which is good too. The ranged weapon does apply to Amon-Ra as well, yes. He is an Ammonite, so it applies to him. So, Macho, we walled up the top, and these cobras are moving. So I think the first wave, what I'm going to try to do is trigger it so that the first wave fights cobras and then goes through deadfall traps. Which means I'm going to wall up these two walls so that I drive the cobras to the deadfall trap tunnels. And then we'll open this up for other raiders. So I just need to get the walls in there. Macho, you're not wardening. Alright, here we are. Rhadamant Confederacy. They're attacking immediately. And they should be driven pretty much to the Cobras. Oh, raid time. So, current priority. Defend against the giant raids. So let's get a count. We have 59 so far. Which seems about right for the prediction. If they were prepare a while, there'd be a little bit more. So the west and north are walled. And then this is getting walled as well. Oh, dang. So this is going to be a real problem. These guys are breachers. There's 33 of them. I don't know what the breach point is going to be, but I'm sure I'm not going to like it. I did state prior that I thought that that would be a possibility, that I would end up with breach, and, well, here we are with breachers. There's actually something I could do. which is try to activate an animal pulsar. Try to get the zebras. There's not going to be a lot of time to do that, though, so I'm going to have to hurry. Amun-Ra is going to have to rush. Try to get the, whatever animals are not asleep, the dromedaries and the zebras, to go fight the breachers and soften them up a little bit, and then me go out and attack them. But yeah, there were like seconds between those two raids. I don't think the Kerbers are going to have a chance to win, because these guys are brawlers, but they'll do their best. And then this is officially walled up, which means, Mike, let's have you pop open one of these as a valid door in. Amun-Ra, hurry, hurry, hurry. Go, 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 go. Because any second now, they're going to sleep. Kynan doesn't have a weapon. Yeah, that's fine. Kynan's not a combatant in this fight. As you can see, they're not drafted. They're too wounded. I can have Kynan queue up to pick up a thing, but I don't think it's likely that I'm going to use them immediately as a combatant until they're healed. Pulsed. All right, let's have them go join. So here are the zebras and bunnies and dromedaries. I don't know why these dromedaries aren't moving to go attack. These guys don't really have a valid way in. Wow, the cobras really didn't do anything to them. But Mike's about to open up a valid way. Unfortunately, none of these traps are really reset. So I think I'm going to have Rat come out here and start lighting fires. So Mike, I'm going to have you double back to unwall the wall that you did. And then Rat will be ready to start firebombing. Sabin, you're undrafted. Very bottom south? They're leaving? I don't think they're leaving. They're trying to calculate a new way in. That's how that works. Alright, so this is mostly, what, range? There's no valid path, but that's not totally correct, because the valid path would be to these dromedaries. These dromedaries are valid targets. So the valid path for this raid is to go to the dromedaries. And what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to set it up so then the valid path becomes this fire trap when Mike opens up the path for them. So that the plan is for these guys to go to the dromedaries, kill the dromedaries, then they come back and go through the fire maze, while these breachers are likely to breach here, I'm assuming. I'm not really sure what the breach point for these breachers are, but, you know, my guess is the breach point is somewhere around this wall here. And I'm going to want to isolate and kill them as best as I can, which is not going to be fun. People will die, likely. But, you know, that's what y'all voted for, so it is open and ready for him. Alright, so let's check on Mike again. He is in position. Oh, and here's the last one, and it's double breach to the west. So 32 plus 65, 59. So it was a total of 124, because 2 were breach. If they weren't breach, they were doing more. All right, let's see. Is there a good target for lancing? Yeah, Croyo, or whatever their name is, would be a good target for lance. Because they're armored. Well, and they're down immediately, because I didn't check their health conditions. They were not healthy. The issue here is that the fire trap's really not going to work, because the breachers are going to find a spot to breach, probably before the fire trap has a chance to be utilized by the original 59. So I will attempt to set the fires up, but realistically, I don't think that this trap is going to function because of the two breachers, because they're going to find a breach point before the 59 group goes through traps. But I'll pop this door open anyway, and this one. So Rat has closed off everything, and I'll start lighting in a fire. This group is about to annihilate the dromedaries, and as you can see, the breachers are coming in, and it's just, you know, if it's a fight of brute force, there's 124 of them and like 10 of me, so it's not a fight that's likely to be won. Because all the special tactics that I'm using now are going to be negated by the double breach. Yep, here we go. So let's fall back to... I don't even think there's a point to falling back, to be honest. I think we just have to stand and fight. Even though we're outnumbered massively. Because there's really nowhere to really fall back to. I guess we could fall back to this spot here. I hope. Nope, he went the wrong way. He can skip himself. Maybe. Yeah, no, he's gonna be downed. There's no way to save him. He was getting overwhelmed. Alright, he's just bruised, luckily, because his armor kept him pretty safe, so his bleeds aren't dangerous. The real risk is he gets kidnapped, but if he is kidnapped, it means that one of the 3 raid parties are basically just going to pack up and go home, which is kind of nice. Alright, so the 59 raid does seem to be taking the bait and coming into the trap hallway. And Rat's going to need to move quickly because it's going to get real hot in there. Let's pan back to Rat. At least this time, unlike playing in the Escape the Tomb World scenario, Rat's actually getting things set on fire. Yep, they're just tearing everything up with their breach axes. To be expected. Can you double wall up the breach? No, breach goes through infinite walls. If you had 100 walls in your colony, breach would go through every single one. That's how breach works. That's how sap works too. So there's no like out-walling a breach. They will always breach. And you can't discourage them from breaching. Maxu needs... No, Maxu, you'll be fine. What's the difference between breach and sapper? Breaches essentially ignore your turret cover, where sappers do consider turret cover to be a thing that they're going to try to position themselves around. And then sappers attack towards bedrooms, and breachers just attack roughly towards the center of your colony. This is kind of the TLDR of the two different types. Which is to say that that breaches, like breach spawns in here and they just find the path of least resistance and then break their way in. All right, so the thing I want to try here is to puke them all, and then to Insanity Lance Someone that might do some damage. Who, I do not know. Maybe you. Oh, Amon-Ra got clipped. Ooh, he lost a lung. More than a clipping. So that went through Thrumbo Duster and a Thrumbo shirt, taking his lung out in one shot. That's gross. Over in the fire trap hallway, these guys are not making good progress. So if all of the raids were traditional raids or prepare a while raids or clever raids or something like that, it would have been a lot easier because they would have all marched through this burning hell and, you know, immolated. But unfortunately, that's just not the case. It did sort of work where we do a fire here. That's what I was hoping to do, is to have someone with fire pots set fires, and so there is a fire going, but I don't think there's a lot of sources of fuel in that hallway there. But this 59 is not going to be able to go anywhere. And some of these breachers seem to not be pathing well. So yep, the raid of the 59 are done. I'm gonna try to keep this door intact. And let's get Rad over here. We're still okay for now. And then this group here is doing as good as they can be doing, I guess. Enterprise, thanks for the resub. And Soulblitter as well. Okay, good. The door bashers, laughter burned or something. They're no longer an issue. Yep, so now we just have the breachers left. I think probably the best way to deal with these breachers, sadly, is to go around and try to flank them. Nope, that wasn't around. That was weird. Oh, yeah, because there's a wall block here. No, I guess we wait for him. And what I'm hoping to do is get Rad over here. Hey, Kynan, stop it. Get Rad over here to start to huck fire into the center of them and to do the most amount of burn possible. Mike, you should switch sides. There's nothing for you to do over there now. Just let them burn. It'll isolate the fire to just the south half, so we can use the north half. Oh, friendlies. Well, that'll help. You could have come a little sooner. But, yeah, we just have to hold out now. Help is on the way. Alright, I'll get the uranium door closed then. And Rat can die of no consequence, as can Tona. It's not kind necessarily, but probably needed that they attempt. So Tona's going to make sure that none path towards me, and Rat's just going to start hucking. There we go. That is what I wanted. Alright, Rat, run! Nope, Rat's not going to be able to run in time. But yeah, that was some pretty good fire damage. Cool. Alright, taking a look around. Are there any... Looks like all the breachers in this tunnel, so this is going to get weird pretty quick. Hey, Yoda. Peanut. Barely paying attention. It's sad, it took so long. Well, actually, I guess they're leaving the yard alone, because there it's not going to light on fire. And there we are, coming from the other side. Back up. Awkwardly kind of ignoring one another. Hello? I don't know what's going on over there. Okay, I guess now's the time for us to be brave and push. So, Darzan, you're not wearing your armor, but we're gonna push, and then Godfather, you're gonna go on the other side. And I'm going to try to use, before you commit to this fight, I'm going to try to use Psycast to raise the likelihood that you do okay. So, Shellbell. Focus. Both. Hey, stay there. Oh, this is going to hit some friendlies. I'm not even going to use it. There we go. Perfect. Hi there. Welcome to my base. Smush. Let's try that again. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld False God, which originally streamed live on Twitch June 26th. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you would like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you'd like to join my gaming community, Rhadamant.com or the description of this video also have a link to Discord. Thank you so very much for watching. A special thank you to my Patreon patrons, Twitch subscribers, and viewers like you that support the channel. I'll catch you in next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell.